It is so hot out. You're my dad. I don't know why I'm like hunching over like this. Who am I? Oh my god, there's a bug on my glasses. That was really scary. Say hi. Let me grab my tripod. What? Oh my god, I'm recording. Whoops. Hello everybody. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome at all to my channel. Today, I am going to be talking about what it's like to have a sperm donor as a dad. Not really a dad though, because I have one of those, because that's something maybe not too many people are familiar with. So I'm going to be talking about my journey with finding out that my dad wasn't like biologically my dad, and finding out I have half siblings and all that fun stuff. I got my car back today. Oh my god, when I saw it, I was like, that's not my car, because I'm so used to it having this huge dent in it. We'll drop a picture right now. I don't know where I'm gonna drop the, like, for some reason, I can't wrap my head around the concept of like which direction is which when the camera is on me, so I don't know if I'm gonna be dropping a picture here. Probably, because that's where the empty space is, so yeah, that's the dent of my car right there. I explained this in another vid. I backed into a moving truck door handle, so that's what happened there, and now it's fixed. So before, after, let's get into the video. Well, we're already watching, we're into the subject matter. Okay, but one sec. Before we do that, I'm also eating this little protein bar with me, or well, I haven't opened it yet, obviously. Look at this. It says chocolate chip. Obviously there's a picture of a peanut, okay? We can register the picture of the peanut and the chocolate chip. But right here it just says chocolate chip. How am I supposed to know it's chocolate chip peanut butter if I just read it and I don't actually look at the images? I don't know. It just makes me angry that someone thought this was okay. Probably shouldn't talk while I'm eating, so this was a bad idea. But if I don't eat it, the animals will. Now my mouth is gonna be like sticky while I'm talking. Why did I think peanut butter was a good idea? Why haven't I stopped recording it? On to the content of the video. How should I start this? I should probably preface by saying that I've got a mom and a dad, and my dad was born with a condition called ectodermal dysplasia. My dad could obviously go more into this, but he has a certain type of ectodermal dysplasia that causes different things. Like, they all cause different things. They can cause hair loss, like teeth problems, like cleft palates. My dad happens to have 3 fingers and 3 toes on each hand and foot. Well, I mean 3 fingers on his hands, and you know, he doesn't have fingers on his feet and toes on his hands. Like, he had to get surgery when he was a kid, and you know, it can have negative impacts. So that's the preface. So my parents decided they wanted to get a sperm donor for me, their firstborn. So that's why I was born the way that I was. I didn't know about this because, I mean, obviously who's gonna tell their kid that right off the bat? So, I mean, I knew my dad was like different and had ectodermal dysplasia, and I was like so scared that the kids at my preschool were gonna like make fun of him and stuff, because I love my dad. I found out that he wasn't like my biological dad, which honestly didn't really matter to me because he's still my dad. It's not like anything had really changed. It was just finding out how I had been born like a different way, I guess. I was like 8 to 10 years old or something like that. I remember we were living in Delaware. We lived in Delaware for 2 years, so I remember them telling me, like, specifically in a spot we were in Delaware. Yeah, I found out and I was like, okay, cool, because like I wasn't really thinking about it like that, but it was like good information to have. Thanks. When I was 18, I kind of started like thinking about myself more and like what that meant and stuff. And so my dad actually showed me there's this website called the Donor Sibling Registry, the DSR, and how they had set him up, or he had set up an email and an account for me. So if you go on it, it takes you to like your page and it tells you the donor number. Oh, also I should mention that my parents opted for an anonymous donor, so that means we'll never have contact with him. he doesn't need to be a part of my life or anything like that. It's not like one of those type of situations. So this website, oh my god, my sock is flying away. Ah! Misty, go fetch it. Misty, get it. Get it. Misty, get it. Get my sock. Bring it back. I think she's scared because she doesn't want to like do the wrong thing. Even though I'm giving her permission. Here, I'll show you. Get it. Why are you scared? Misty, go get it for me. Here's my Lilo and Stitch sock. Woo! Thanks for nothing. Where was I? It's not like I don't know anything about this donor. I have no way of contacting him, but we were given, or I guess my parents were given, this like 1-page sheet of his like medical history and like a breakdown of his... Apparently, he played trombone. Why that's important to put on there, I don't know. I would have rather had like an email to be like, hey, I'm your daughter. Now back to the DSR, I could see like the other people who also registered with the same donor number. So those are my half-siblings. I think there's 5. I think I have 5 half-siblings. I am in contact with one. He's come to see my plays in college and stuff, and it's been just really great connecting. The thing about the website is that it's connected to an email. So if you don't like update the email, then people don't really have a way of contacting you. That's the only way. I think I had tried to contact all of them, and then it like took a little while for people to actually like check again because I hadn't checked it. I had just turned 18, so that's the only reason I was checking. I wouldn't have seen any of the other messages or anything if they had sent them before then. It's actually funny because when I went to college, it turns out that's where two of my half-siblings were living, was like right around the corner. So I actually was able to meet one of my half-siblings and his mom in person at a Starbucks. So we've come full circle. That was pretty cool. I can definitely see like some of the resemblance, although I do get a lot that I look like my mom a lot. Some people told me they thought that I looked like my dad, like this dad, like not knowing, and I'm like, I'm flattered, but alas, he is not my biological father. I always found that kind of funny. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Listen, I wanted so badly to find this sperm donor because, you know, you have questions like, why'd you do it? And were you ever curious about like all these half kids? Well, not half kids to you, they're your, you know, I am a product of you. I actually wrote a little, it was like a 10-minute play. Was it even 10 minutes though? I don't know. But I wrote a little dramatic piece of writing freshman year of college, and that I think pretty much summed up how I felt at the moment. I wanted to be able to meet this person, or at least have contact with this person, just to know that whether he's alive or dead, you know? I didn't choose to be brought into this world this way. Nobody chooses how they're brought into this world. It was kind of upsetting to me to know that I would never know who this person was. But to look at it this way, I am so privileged that I know who my mom is, and I have a mom and a dad. I have 2 parents who love me and who have given me this wonderful life, because my sister is adopted and she will never know who either of her biological parents are. So I am so privileged that I get to know at least one of mine, and that we both have wonderful parents. Like, what a world. So I'm not complaining in any capacity about not knowing who my biological dad is at this point. Was it a little unsettling to me at first? Did I have questions? Of course. But I've made peace with knowing that I will probably never know who he is, and will never meet him or have any contact with him. So that doesn't bother me anymore. I'm just really grateful that I was born and have this opportunity to live this wonderful life. So that's my story. I have a friend who's adopted, my sister's adopted, obviously. Everyone has their own story, so this is mine. I don't know anyone else who was conceived via a sperm donor or an egg donor, so if you are, and I don't know, like, let me know. Comment below if you are, because I don't know anyone else who was. I absolutely love making these videos. This is super fun. It's such a great way to spend my time. So if you want to see me make more videos, please subscribe. If you have a Gmail account, just click the red subscribe button. I don't know where I'm pointing. Just click it. Have a great rest of your day, night, morning. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned a lot, and peace out.